All right, brothers and sisters. So I'm doing this video for those of you who are meant to understand the truth so that you have an apologetics against the church of Satan, that you know how to respond to them with their ridiculous, foolish accusations when they accuse the defenders of life and health of committing blasphemy. I did a video in which I clipped a part of a long sermon where I clearly showed that the book of John, chapter 10, verse 10, when Jesus states that Satan comes to steal, kill, and destroy, but he has come to give life more abundantly, I prove that that word kill, if you look behind the Greek, fact check me, it means animal sacrifice. Jesus was literally saying that Satan's job is to kill animals, animal sacrifice, but he came to give them life. Who? The animals and us. But in that context of John 10:10 is actually speaking of the animals. Satan comes to steal, kill. That word means animal sacrifice, and destroy life. Jesus comes to do the opposite thing. As the founder of the Health Reformation Church of Jesus Christ the Nazarene, I am following in the example of the Messiah. I come to bring you all away from the church of Satan that teaches you that God has given you the right to kill, steal, and destroy, to destroy this planet, to destroy your health, to murder innocent animals, believing in this pagan satanic theology of blood for the remission of sin. This is a satanic ideology. It produces selfishness, it produces laziness, and it produces the curse of disease that's destroying your family. But I have come in the spirit of our Messiah to pull you away from that so that you can live life and have life more abundantly. And not only us having life more abundantly, but also helping to produce life throughout the universe. What is wrong with that? What is wrong with that? But I had another dumb, big mouth black Hebrew Israelite leaving a long comment on my video, on the video that I did on John 10:10, which was very clear and straight to the point. But I again, as St. Peter said, as Peter said in the Clementine homilies, these people are worshipers. They fellowship with Satan. They cannot see this truth. Their hearts have been darkened by the lust for blood. Their hearts have been darkened. You have no qualifications to even debate me on this topic unless you're healing people. First of all, if you're not healed in your body and whatever camp or whatever religious group, Hebrew Israelite camp you belong to, if that camp if you can't even show me an abundant life within your church or religious organization, you have no qualifications or credentials to try to debate me about what the scriptures say concerning health or concerning diet. You should really be here to shut up and learn from the minister of well. I lost 100 pounds. I reversed heart disease. I've helped many people, thousands of our people all around the world. The Lord has blessed me to help them to heal their bodies. I can make the argument that I'm the healthiest church. And those who follow this ministry and abide by the health teachings of this ministry. But people get in their emotions because they worship the theologies of man instead of worshiping the life and health that comes from the one true God. Worship the results. Worship what produces life and health. Worship the one who produces life and health. Why do these people fight so hard against a man where I am simply saying that God does not need us to never needed us to murder his innocent children, the animals, for the forgiveness of sin. He never ordained that. That is something satanic. We feed At this time, over 6,000 hungry, malnourished souls. The first Saturday of every month, our food drives have grown exponentially. We serve the third world nation of Kenya, East Africa. Please become a $1,000 Seed of Life sponsor today to help us to make sure that we have all the food that we need and that we are able to put on a great, well-functioning food drive. There are thousands of dollars of expenses that are involved in our food drive, staffing, the chefs, security, and so forth. When we fall short of the $10,000 that is needed, I'm the one that suffers, brothers and sisters. We're actually doing a little bit better than we did last month as people recover from wasting so much money on selfishness. This is one of the great sins of our time, is how selfish we are. We don't care about the plight of others. But family, I ask you to look at these beautiful children on the screen. These children, this is the healthiest meal they will receive the entire month. They are severely malnourished. Many of them are suffering from diseases of malnourishment. We have a host of pregnant mothers who also attend so they can have the necessary nourishment for their pregnancies. This is a critical community service, feeding the hungry, feeding the orphans, feeding those who are in need. So rise to the occasion, rise above your selfishness, brothers and sisters, rise above the spirit of hoarding, rise above the spirit of making excuses, and become a $1,000 Seed of Life sponsor for our food drive. We're $6,000 short. Maybe you have the 6,000. Maybe you know someone who will have the heart to give to support this critical community initiative. We have become a lifeline to this community because of these food drives. We cannot and will not stop. If anything, it is time for us to expand. Cash App $ Minister of Wellness. Cash App $ Minister of Wellness. Always asking you all to keep in prayer those who watch the videos and continuously leech off this ministry and do little to nothing to help us in our service to the poor. This is why it's important to support the online store, because 90% of the profits when you purchase the Minister of Wellness high quality, high potent supplements, my excellent books, when you support the ministerofwellness.com online store at the retail cost, 90% of the proceeds go towards helping our missionary initiatives. So please go to the ministerofwellness.com, get your CMOS, get your books, get your D3, get your herbal extracts, whatever you need. The ministerofwellness.com. Support the ministry and support the poor at the same time. So brothers and sisters, as I told you all, we will start doing the organic sanitary pads. These are a lot more expensive, and I believe it may be safe to say that we are now one of, if not the only ministry that is doing the organic ones. Okay, so we will do this every second Friday of every month for the remainder of this year. And as I told you all, our theme for 2025, my challenge to you all is to make sure that for this year, if you want to thrive in 2025, that you give your tithes and offerings and first fruits to those in need and not feeding the God of your belly and not wasting money. So we can't afford that this year. I cannot afford to have leeches of the Minister of Wellness Ministries. If you are tuning in and being a benefit to the gift that God has given me every second Friday of every month, I expect every last one of you watching this commercial to make sure that we have enough organic pads to pass out to at least 1,000 girls at one time. So all the ways to give, as always, are right there on the screen. Let's not make any excuses. We see that we already have pandemics that are spreading across America. If you want the Lord's protection, then you have to do the right thing. God bless you all.
Thank you, Minister for supporting us with Organic.
And Jesus said it in John 10:10. He said that Satan came to do that. That's what he said. And he's repeating what Jeremiah stated in Jeremiah 22, verse 24. But these people can't see it, family, because, and here's the ironic part, the brother, and I deleted the comment because if you want to debate me, you can come on the live streams and debate me, you coward. You cowards that like to leave these long messages in the comment sections, you're cowards. You're effeminate cowards. If you want to debate me, be a man, and let's set up a date and time, and you can come on my YouTube channel and we can debate like that, like men. Don't come on my channel leaving a thesis in the comment section like a punk. I mean, that's a punk move, trying to spam my comment section with your stupid comments. No, come on the live streams. I'm live Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays, and even on the Sabbath day, and we can do it on Sunday. We can set up a debate, and I'll debate your flesh eating, your flesh defending, you defender of murder. They consider, let's look up the word blasphemy. Blasphemy, the term blasphemy means, because they love to throw this term out, the flesh eaters, that I'm committing blasphemy by saying that the one true God does not require murder for the forgiveness of sin, and that the one true God doesn't want us murdering animals and eating their dead flesh. It's not healthy. It's not healthy for the planet. So why would God put his blessing on that? And then the idiot mentioned Luke chapter 24. It's a fake scripture. Jesus never rose from the dead and ate a piece of fish. That is not scripture. That is an addition that came later. And the Gospels weren't written by the actual disciples anyway. That's why they're written in the third person. That's just common sense. No, a firsthand account is what Bishop Clement wrote, what Peter said, that all of you flesh eating Hebrew Israelites and Christians, that you're worshipers of Satan. But just like you murdered Jesus because he came to stop you from murdering animals, just like you murdered him, and Jesus said you will persecute and murder his followers. All you have to do is just read the book of, Matthew chapter 22, Matthew chapter 21. Jesus healed a blind man. Jesus came and healed a blind mute man, and the church of Satan called him a healer, a devil. And now here I am following in Jesus' footsteps, telling you, put the death down. God doesn't need blood. He doesn't need death. Stop murdering your body. Stop destroying your temple. This is not of the Most High God. Eat to live. Eat in a manner that brings life to the universe. Do the good works of righteousness that produces salvation. And I'm called, just like Jesus, I'm persecuted. I'm called a blasphemer. I'm called a devil. They call what's good evil and evil good. Blasphemy means the action or offense of speaking about God sacrilegiously, about God or sacred things. Saying offensive things about God or religion is blasphemy. Blasphemy can be used for offensive ideas in other areas. So that's what it is. To commit blasphemy means that I am speaking against the Most High God. How is it speaking against the Most High God for me to tell you that murder is a sin, that killing and eating dead animals is a sin, that destroying the environment is a sin, that Jesus came to protect, to pull us away from this blood cult and this death theology, that we need to help the poor and help the orphans, that we need to feed the hungry, that we need to eat in a manner that heals our body, that it is a sin to contaminate our temple with the blood of dead animals and other toxic processed foods. This is the message of the Health Reformation Church of Jesus Christ the Nazarene, that our actions, that every action we take should be not only for the benefit of ourselves, but for the benefit of the planet, for the universe. We must live our lives in a manner that produces health, and health is the love of God. The love of God produces health. Any outcome that produces death is from Satan, which is exactly what Jesus stated in John chapter 10:10. How is that blasphemy? I have everything you need at my online store, ministerofwellness.com, herbs, books, the knowledge you need, supplements, whatever you need for your healing journey, ministerofwellness.com. The importance of the online store, brothers and sisters, is that 90% of those profits, I use them to fund our missionary initiatives. And I'm always behind our missionary initiatives because of a lack of support. So by supporting the online store at the retail cost, you're not only getting potent organic supplements, but you are also being a blessing to the poor at the same time. Don't get comfortable, brothers and sisters. The threat of a next pandemic is around the corner. Make sure you have your immune support emergency stash, my #1 herbal extract for the immune system, powerful herbs to protect your immune system, coughs, colds, viruses, it doesn't matter. Get your 7 bottles. Make sure you have your stash. It is 50% off of the 7 bottles. No promo code needed. theministerofwellness.com. theministerofwellness.com. The Black Health Disparities Package. You get 5 of my top herbal extracts for comorbidities to help you expedite your healing journey. The fat loss to reduce inflammation, blood sugar balance, blood pressure, and immune support all in one. No promo code needed. 50% off. Most of the proceeds from the online store goes towards serving the poor. Get your Black Health Disparities Package and get rid of those comorbidities as soon as possible before the next pandemic hits. theministerofwellness.com. 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 Get my mental health package today. My mental health package today is already priced at half off. No promo code needed. My DHA, EPA, stress relief, mental health, and anxiety and depression herbal extracts will give your brain the fuel it needs to be at your happiest and sharpest at all times. The Minister of Wellness Mental Health Package, the Minister of Wellness Mental Health Package, theministerofwellness.com, theministerofwellness.com. The Minister of Wellness, my complete detox package. I meticulously selected my most powerful herbal extracts and combined them in a package specifically to detox as quickly as possible from deadly toxins. You combine this with fruit fasting and you will witness incredible results. theministerofwellness.com, theministerofwellness.com. Get your complete detox package today. My health coaching services are at a reduced cost for the entire year of 2026. Go to theministerofwellness.com, theministerofwellness.com under health coaching, theministerofwellness.com under health coaching. Only $50 for 30-minute one-on-one consultation with me. Only $100 for a full hour with me. All consultations still come with a 25% off store-wide discount code. Why do these people say that I'm blaspheming? Because of what I just told you. I'm telling you to live a life of health, a life of love. And that if you go against that is of Satan. And anything you see in that Bible that seems as if it is putting God's blessings on you committing murder or genocide or some type of Holocaust, that is not the Most High God, that is Satan. But these people refuse to use common sense. They refuse it. They refuse it. They worship their stomach. They worship their appetite, and they want the God of blood. Jeremiah 7:22, verse 24, he says that God told him that I spake not unto your fathers. I did not command them when I brought them out of the land of Egypt concerning burnt offerings or sacrifices. Was Jeremiah committing blasphemy? This is what he said. And that's why Jesus repeated Jeremiah and said, no, Satan came to murder all of these animals. Jeremiah 7:22-24 is very clear. God never commanded animal sacrifice, never. From Passover and all of these burnt offerings, that was not God. That was Satan, according to Jesus. Jeremiah 8:8, he says that the scribes corrupted the Torah. Even way back then, the Torah was corrupted. And you had a group of black Hebrew Israelites called the Nazarenes, which is the sect that I'm a part of, and they had their own Torah because they believed that the Torah that their people were following was corrupt, that it included this pagan blood cult. They never believed that. They had their own scriptures. And we know that there's an original version of Deuteronomy written by Moses that says nothing about animal sacrifice. But again, why would that be offensive? Why would that be? Wouldn't that be something to rejoice over? That I'm telling you that that wasn't God saying to murder billions and billions of innocent animals. God never put his blessing on that. God never commanded that. And that God never human sacrificed his own son. And that his son never participated in the death of an innocent animal. Isn't that good news? Isn't that good news? Innocents don't have to die for God to forgive sins. It is our actions, whether we choose to produce life with our actions, that determines our salvation. It's our ability to overcome our selfishness, our natural tendency to be selfish, our natural tendency to be merciless, because that's what flesh eating is. You're merciless. You don't care about the victim at all. You don't care about the fish getting choked to death, getting their heads chopped off while they're still alive. The cows that get raped in these dairy farms, they slit the throats of the chicken while they're still alive. You have no mercy at all. They've done nothing to you. You have no mercy at all for the environment and the pollution in the air and the water and the destruction of our ocean that's coming from overfishing. You have no mercy at all. No mercy in your heart. And I'm teaching you to have mercy on those who can't speak for themselves. I'm teaching you to have mercy. I'm teaching you to have a love and a care and respect for God's mother nature and for yourself, for your temple. And with all the sickness and suffering and obesity and disease that we see in Black America, you would think that we would be the people, as fat and sick and decrepit and destroyed as we are. You think we would be the first people who would accept the true health reform message of Jesus Christ the Nazarene. But instead, led by the Black Christian church and these stupid, dumb, arrogant Black Hebrew Israelites, they continue to defend the very thing causing the curses and disease upon our people. How can a man speaking blasphemy produce the health success stories that I produce? This is a healing ministry. This ministry is producing healing and health and life in thousands of our people around the world. You Black Christians and you Black Hebrew Israelites, your theology is producing nothing but a bunch of fat, sick Negroes. But yet you say, I'm committing blasphemy. Let the actions speak louder than the words. So I hope that helps you all further, for those of you with eyes to see and ears to hear. Once again, the battle that we're facing against the church of Satan. This is going to happen. They're going to persecute. They're going to come against us. But just continue to use common sense, continue to lose logic, and to pray that the Most High God delivers their poor, miserable souls from their blindness and from the church of Satan before it's too late. And again, if you're watching this, whoever you are, Negro, don't leave comments in my comment section. I'm live Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Come bring your butt on the live stream and you can debate me man to man about this topic. And we can sit there and watch you make a fool out of yourself trying to use the so-called word of God to defend the God that authorizes you to murder innocents. And then you're going to sit here and argue against me because I'm simply telling you that God has never blessed us to murder innocent animals. He's a God of life. He's a God of health. So you can come on here and you can defend your God of murder and your fake Jesus. You Negroes don't worship the real Jesus. You worship that same white homosexual Jesus that the slave master gave you. All you did was slap some black paint on his face. We're in a situation of an emergency to where we need to get our children out of this place as soon as possible. So it's absolutely, you now see the situation. I've explained to you all the tier system. If you want to leave a legacy that lasts throughout all the ages, then we ask you to give. That's what we're asking you to give, so we can raise the funds as quickly as possible. And until we get the funds, until we raise the amount that we need to acquire the land and build our home, I pray that this video has shown you all how absolutely essential it is that we have the entire requested $4,000 amount every single month for the home. I hope that you now see that. And for those of you who are selfish, for those of you who continue to try to harass me about requiring you to do what the Lord requires you to do, and that's giving to the poor, shame on you. And don't tell me that I've put a curse on you. You've put a curse on yourself by continuously watching the videos of the only minister of wellness in the world, and to continuously to ignore the continuous pleas to help these children. You have placed a curse on yourself, and your health will never be blessed. And so on behalf of Duru's Children's Home, on behalf of our children here, on behalf of the mother of the home, Mama Florence, my administrative assistants, and the social worker, to all of you all who have been faithful and will be faithful to this major emergency initiative that we are undertaking, we say thank you, and we say God bless you. The GoFundMe link is in the description box, family. Let's go ahead and get the funds we need in as quickly as possible so we can go ahead and help our children. Thank you, and God bless.